Hello everyone, welcome to Literature Camp, a channel for the preparation of UGC NET and SET in English literature. I am Debarghya Chakraborty. This is my third class on Unit 6 of UGC NET syllabus, that is English in India. In my previous classes, I have discussed the Charter Act of 1813 and Macaulay's Minute of 1835. The topic of our today's discussion is the Wood Dispatch of 1854. So let's start this class. Wood Dispatch 1854. First of all, who is Wood? His full name is Sir Charles Wood, who was the president of the Board of Control of East India Company. So Charles Wood was the president of Board of Control of British East India Company. He sent a dispatch. He sent a dispatch to the Governor General of India. Who was the Governor General of that time? It is Lord Dalhousie. Lord Dalhousie. He was the Governor General of India that time, right? So Charles Wood sent a dispatch to whom? To Lord Dalhousie, right? This Wood dispatch is called the Magna Carta of English education in India. Is called This Wood dispatch is called Magna Carta of English education in India, right? I hope you will write down all the points I'm making. Now I shall be discussing the main objectives of Wood dispatch. Yes, the objectives of Wood dispatch 1854, right? First point, English language. English language would be taught where there was a demand for. So definitely English was made official language in Macaulay's Minute. We have seen it, but it was official language. It means it was the language of the courts, of the governments, and the commerce. English language would be taught. So it is not mandatory that we need to learn English, right? So English language would be taught where there was a demand for. All right. Careful attention will be given to study the vernacular language of districts. We have local languages, right, in India. So careful attention will be given to study the vernacular language of districts. English was not to replace the native language. This is very much important point. Please make a note of it. So the mode of instruction at primary level was the vernacular language. Mode of instruction at primary level, I'm writing it here. At primary level, it is vernacular, right? But at higher level, the mode of instruction should be English or vernacular. So vernacular was one of the options, right? English and vernacular, right? So English language would be taught where there was a demand for, this is very important point, at primary level. The mode of instruction should be the vernacular language, right, the local language, but at higher level it should be English or vernacular language. So this is very important point. Next point, the subject of Christian religion would be provided out of school hours and only if it is asked for. So the subject of Christian religion would be provided not in school hours, not in school hours, out of school hours, all right, only if it is asked for. So again, it is not compulsory, it is not compulsory. Next point, point number 3, teachers must be trained. It is very much important point, definitely one question may come. Teachers must be trained. So next point, again very important point, the importance of female education. So importance of female education. Next point, introduction of grants through the departments of education so that the local bodies could be encouraged to take control of education. Introduction of grants, it means permission to invest money through Department of Education so that local bodies could be encouraged to take control of education. Again, this is very much significant point. I hope we have written down all the points. Next, we will see the next point. Permission of establishment of universities in cities. This is again very much important. Permission for establishment of universities in major cities in India, where in Calcutta, in Bombay, and in Madras, right? In Calcutta, in Bombay, and in Madras. I'm not writing it down. The model was the University of London. So permission of establishment of universities, please write a note of it. Permission for establishment of universities in cities in Calcutta, in Bombay, in Madras, modeled on University of London. So what was the model? University of London. So they have got the permission. Try to understand, the year is 1854 and there will be establishment of the 3 universities in 1857 in Calcutta, in Bombay, in Madras, right? Next point, the government's keenness in developing Indian languages. Yes, government's keenness developing Indian languages. This is very important point. Training in mother tongue as well, not just in English, but the mother tongue of India as well. Next point, at least one government school should be opened in every district. At least one government school should be opened in every district. Grants in aid to encourage private enterprise. So again, money will be given to encourage private institutions. So they have given emphasis on government school. At least one government school should be opened in every district. This is again very good initiative. And secondly, grants in aid to encourage the private enterprise. Next point, to educate the mass. It is the main point, very much important. His intention was very clear. He wanted to educate the mass. Previously in Macaulay's Minute, we have seen his intention was totally different. His intention was to educate the learned natives of India who will teach the mass. That is called the filtration theory or downward filtration theory. So what is the filter? The filter of aristocratic class, the learned natives of India. I'm talking about the Macaulay's Minute. You can watch that class as well, which is uploaded on. But here in Wood Dispatch, his intention, his purpose is again clear: to educate the mass directly. So he rejected Macaulay's downward filtration theory. Please make a note of it. Rejected, rejection of filtration theory. All right. So his intention, Wood's intention, is to educate the mass directly, not in the way that Macaulay tried, right? Next point, set up educational department as a unit to supervise and inspect educational institution. This is his plan, and very much important plan. Set up educational department as a unit to supervise and inspect educational institution. So this is all about the objectives. I hope you have written down all the points and you have understood the objectives well. This is all about my discussion about Wood Dispatch 1854. In my next class, I shall be discussing Hunter's Commission of 1882. And if you are new to my channel, let me tell you, I have created this channel, Literature Camp, for the preparation of UGC NET and SET in English literature. If you have internet pack, you can simply watch the classes. Thanks for your attention.